Welcome to English 1. My name is Professor Zulfi, and in this video I'm going to give you all the information you need to get started with the class. In this class, you will receive instruction and practice in essay writing. This will include reading and analysis of published essays and practice in basic research skills. This class will be asynchronous and will not involve any Zoom meetings. However, you will have assignments due every Wednesday and Sunday at midnight. Welcome to our course homepage. So in this video, I want to just take a couple minutes to go over the basics of how to navigate the course, and then in blocks 1 and 2, you'll get more information that you'll be able to use. So starting with our homepage, we have here on the left kind of the general links that you're going to need for this course. We have our homepage, we have modules where all the assignments and essays and anything you need are going to be there. You have grades to check your grades, announcements, so this is where I will post any updates, any information about essays. I will also post weekly update videos where I kind of go over the week and what to expect. So definitely check your announcements and also check to make sure that your email address is updated, because I believe announcements are also sent to your email. So just make sure that everything is updated and that you're checking. This is the link for the Writing Center. So if you want any tutoring for any of your courses, not just this one, you can sign up for tutoring through this little link here. You can do tutoring in person or online. So there's lots of options for that. And then we have the Student Technology Help Desk. This is for any technical issues that might come or might arise over the semester. You can click here and get some help with that. Okay, so this is our course homepage. So for the first week or so, I will have this version up, which is kind of a getting started version. So there is a link to our first module that you're going to be working on. There's information about, the first due dates and things to know. And then down here, there are links to popular destinations. So what I mean by that is this is going to take us to the semester calendar. Actually, I will open that up and show you. So this is going to be our semester calendar. It has every week for the semester and then what is due. Due dates are always going to be Wednesdays and Sundays, and then essays are always due on Mondays. So you don't necessarily need to memorize that, but that's just kind of generally how it's going to work. And so I have all the due dates for the entire semester. So if you know that something's coming up and you want to know what you're going to be working on, you can always check this. There's also just general information about the different protocols and information they might need to know about that. So feel free to read all over that so you kind of know how everything is going to work. Okay, and then we have important semester information. This is just going to be information that might be helpful throughout the course of the semester. I have different tutorial videos on how to embed videos or define terms or write a hook or any of this stuff. So these are not assignments, these are just helpful information for you that I've accumulated over the course of many years. Then we have the class syllabus, we have grades, so again that's just going to be the same as this link. We have announcements, and then I have an MLA module, which again, these aren't assignments, these are just kind of general helpful tools for you that you might need over the course of the semester. Okay. And then down here are links to all the different units that we're going to be working on. Most of these aren't going to work right now or aren't really going to do anything because I haven't opened up those assignments yet because we are not there yet. But Unit 1 is partly open, so this one should work. And then this is just some kind of general resources that you might need. This is not related to our class in particular, but just if you need any of these services, feel free to use those links. Okay, and then the other thing to note for the front page is the to-do list. So once the class is up and running, you should have a to-do list of things that are coming up. It's always just a good idea to kind of check what's here and see if there's anything that you're missing. And then generally you can also use the course calendar will also have due dates. I believe it has due dates for any classes you're taking, so that can also be really helpful. Okay, so that is going to be our front page. And then when you're ready to get started with the assignments, you can click here or you can click on modules. and it will take you to our first block of assignments. So block 1 is what's due on Wednesday, and so that will have all the assignments that are due on Wednesday, and then block 2 will be due on Sunday, and then we'll go back and forth for basically the rest of the semester. If you have any questions, please let me know, and hopefully you are able to navigate everything, and good luck with your first week of classes. Communication. Since we will not have any formal meetings or check-ins, it is your responsibility to let me know if there are any problems or if you need extra support. We will be using Remind as our central way of communication, but you can also use Canvas email, and I will also make weekly check-in videos. Deadlines and due dates. Assignment blocks will be due every Wednesday and Sunday. Essays will be due on Mondays. I will be sending reminders on our Class Remind app, and I will also be posting a weekly check-in video. These are also the places I will post any extra credit, so make sure to turn notifications on. All assignments and essays have a midnight deadline. You will also have a 6-hour grace period where assignments can be submitted late without any penalties. What this means is that the midnight deadline can be extended until 6 a.m. You do not need to notify me or tell me why. As long as it is submitted before 6 a.m., I will accept and grade the assignment. What you will need for class. You're going to need a computer or tablet to do all your work. You're going to need to download the Remind app on your phone and turn on notifications. Make sure you have an active Google Drive with a folder for specific class work because you're going to need to be able to access those files as we go throughout the semester. Also make sure to download some sort of video editing software. I like Filmora because it's free and you can download it directly onto your computer, but any editing program that allows you to download videos will work. Census and getting dropped. In weeks 1 through 2, it is especially important to keep up with your assignments as I will be dropping students before census who are not completing their work. Blocks 1 and 2 must be completed by the deadline that's on the homepage, or you will be dropped. So make sure that you are keeping track of blocks 1 and 2 and make sure you're completing all the assignments. Start blocks early. Blocks are due every Wednesday and Sunday and will take around 3 to 4 hours with additional time needed for essays. Always look at the week ahead so you can leave enough time. Most assignments can be completed early without any issue. Prioritize essay prep assignments. As you start working on Block 2, you will start to notice assignments with an essay prep designation. These assignments are part of your essay and should be prioritized over other assignments if you have limited time. Do not move on to the next essay prep assignment until the previous one is graded and has full points. If you miss any points when you do your essay prep assignments, they can and should be revised and resubmitted for full points. The points that you get on your essay prep assignments will go toward the grade of that essay, so it does make sense to revise them and get as many points as possible. To know what to fix, you're going to check the comments for feedback, and if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Once you have full points, you are approved to start on the next essay prep assignment. How to check your grade. After Essay 1 has been submitted, I will start to remind you to check your grade consistently. Before that, your grade is going to be all over the place because we're going to have so few assignments to base it on, so I wouldn't stress too much, but past Essay 1, you want to be aware of your grade. It is extremely important to know your grade status since you don't want to get caught off guard when it's too late to do anything about it. You will need a 70% to pass this class, so keep that in mind as we go throughout the semester. To check your grade, you can access the link on the homepage, so you're going to click on Grades. And then here you're going to see a list of all the assignments that are past due, that are currently due, or that will be due in the future. So right now, obviously, everything is not due yet, so you're not going to see any grades here. But as the semester progresses, if you submitted something, you'll start seeing a grade beside it. If you didn't submit it, you'll get an automatic 0. And if something is coming up, you'll be able to see, what is coming up in the next couple weeks. So as you go through the semester, you'll be able to see your grade down here. Now, something to note is that the different essays as well as the unit graded assignments are going to be weighted differently. And so you'll have a specific grade for each of those that will come together to make your final grade. Why this is important is because if your grade is not what you want it to be and you want to raise your grade, you're going to want to figure out where you're losing points. So say for essay 1, you get a B on that, so you have, an 80 something over here, but you missed a lot of the other unit graded assignments, and so maybe you only have a 65 or something down here. That's going to tell you that you need to focus on getting those graded assignments done, and that essay-wise you're doing okay. On the other hand, if you are getting all your graded assignments in, but you're not doing very well on your essays, that's going to tell you that you need to focus on that. So it is a really good idea to be comfortable with your grades, to know kind of how they work. And of course, if you have any questions or don't really know, what a grade means, you can always ask me. Some things to note. So if the score shows up as a little dash like this, that means it has not been graded. So please do not email me with freaking out about getting a 0 on something if you see this little dash. That just means I have not graded it yet. There is no grade in the books, and so once I get to it, you will have a grade on that. On the other hand, if you do get a 0, that does mean that you have a 0 for that assignment. Some things to note with that, though, is that if you submitted it after the midnight deadline, it will get an automatic 0. That's just how Canvas handles late work. So even if it's within that 6-hour grace period, you might have kind of a 0 for the first, 24 hours until I have a chance to go in and get it graded and replace that grade. So don't get stressed if you submitted it after midnight and you get a 0. That just means that I haven't had a chance to go through and correct that grade, but it is going to show up on my list and I will get to it. If a couple days go by and it doesn't get changed, feel free to reach out to me, but always give me about 48 hours to get caught up on grades, because sometimes it just takes me a while to get to whatever you need me to grade. Essay revisions. Just like essay prep assignments, essays can be revised and resubmitted for a better grade. Only essays that are submitted by the deadline within the 6-hour grace period can be revised. So it is better to submit a partial essay on time than not submit anything and be stuck with your grade. Avoid AI. Do not use AI to write your essays or other assignments. The plagiarism checker will flag it and you will get a 0 on that assignment. AI is a great tool for personal use, but it is awful at research and it likes to make things up or just repeat the same facts over and over again, but in creative ways, which is really annoying for me to read. Please do not make me give you a 0. It isn't worth it, and you're not going to learn anything. Now that I've given you a lot of information, here's what you need to do to get started with the class. Go to Modules, Unit 1 will be at the top of the page, complete all assignments in Block 1 by Wednesday at midnight, and complete all assignments in Block 2 by Sunday at midnight. If you have questions, please let me know.